So this is my approximately 8-minute Love HIIT workout. We are going to be doing HIIT training and toning. You're going to get amazing results. What is important before you start the workout though, if you haven't, you must warm up. So you could just press pause, march on the spot for a couple of minutes. Just make sure you are thoroughly warmed up. Okay, so the first move we're going to start with is the HIIT move. So you can see what's coming up. Okay, so you've got two options. We're doing 100 on the spot. So you can either be following me on the right, which is going to be the harder one, where we're just jogging on the spot, or if you want a slightly easier variation but still going to get results, just do it where you're marching on the spot. But I want you to have the arms in front, so you're trying to get your knees up nice and high. So this just means here we're working a little bit harder, and also just fully be aware of keeping your tummy muscles pulled in tight. I always say this, but it just really helps protect the spine. It makes sure you're in good alignment, and it just means that you're exercising with good form. So let's keep that going. We're about halfway through. So as said, you count yourself. You're approximately doing either 100 march on the spot or jogging on the spot. And this part is the HIIT move. Okay, so let's just keep that going. Doing really well. Last few coming up. All right, so the next move you can see now, we're going to be doing, you've got two variations. We're doing a little bit of what I call it's a prima ballerina move. So standing with your feet wide, then hip width distance apart. You're going to jump and then jump back in. We're doing 20 of these. If you're doing the harder one on the right, you're keeping your arms crossed over the chest. If you want the lower impact version, extend the arms out as you bend down. Make sure those knees don't come over the line of the toes. And also if you're doing the one on the left, make sure you really come down nice and low and push up back up. If you're doing the jumps, just make sure you land nice and softly for me. So this one, it's toning, but it's also a little bit of HIIT training as well. Okay, so the next move you can see here, this one that's coming up, this is a tough one. So again, I've got two options for you. So you either follow me on the left where we do the kick girl move. So you're doing 10 where you kick one leg in front and you take the opposite leg behind. If you want to work a little bit harder, follow me on the right. And as you can see, I'm adding that jump. So I'm jumping and jumping back. And again, this one here is incredible for toning through the lower body. We're going to change now. So 10 on that opposite leg for me. So again, choose the intensity that suits you. Again, if you want to, if you've got any knee issues, any joint issues, then just stick with the lower impact version, which is on the left of the screen. Okay, that's good. We've just got a few more to go. Perfect. So the next move you can see here, we're doing a squat. Now this one suits every single fitness level. So we're going to come into position, feet hip width distance apart. Now squat down and squeeze that leg behind. It's really important when you take that leg behind, I want you really to squeeze tight into the bottom. And also just make sure you're squatting nice and low. So you squat low, squeeze behind, squat low, squeeze behind. So we're doing 30 of these. And on this one as well, just make sure that you don't let those knees come over the line of your toes. Quite a good thing to do to ensure that doesn't happen is always keep your toes slightly lifted, so you keep the weight through the heels. That just ensures that your knees are way behind the line of the toes. So let's keep that going, doing really well. And squat back, squeeze that leg back. So this is great for getting that heart rate up. So it's still in a way a little bit of a HIIT move, but it's really amazing at toning. And as you know, the more toned these muscles are, the more your body is going to be burning more calories. Okay, so next move, we're coming back to that HIIT move where we are doing just 100 on the spot. So choose your position, just go now, you're doing 100 in your time. If you're doing the jogging, make sure you really pump through with those arms as well. Take them up nice and high. Try and land the feet as softly as you can. If you're following me on the left, then what I want you to do is keep that back really straight. Aim to get those knees up to hit your palms each time. Okay, well done. And we're well over halfway on these ones. Let's just keep that going. So again, this part is HIIT, which stands for high intensity interval training, which in my eyes is the only way to get fit. It's one of the best training methods. And the great thing is you can apply HIIT to anything, swimming, walking, home circuits, absolutely everything. All right, so keeping that going, we're nearly done on these. So last few. All right, so the next move coming up, you can see on here, this one we're going to be walking down onto the ground, then we walk back up. So we're just doing 5 on these. You've got 2 options. So if you want to make it a little bit easier, all I want you to do is just walk down, hold it sort of in a plank position, then walk back up. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, then when you're back down in that plank position, then take one leg across underneath and then take the opposite leg across, and then walk back up. So this move here, we are ticking every box. This one is more what I call a toning move, more than a HIIT move. We are toning the upper body, you're working through your middle section, you're working through the legs, we're working flexibility, we're working strength, we're doing lots of things, and this will still get the heart rate up. The reason being is because we're doing a big range of movement. Okay, next one, let's go straight back into it. We're back to doing your HIIT move, so take that back up to 100. So if you're doing it on the left, make sure that you keep those hands nice and high. So you're aiming to drive your knees up each time to reach the palms. Keep that back nice and straight for me. Your tummy muscles are fully pulled in. So we're just really engaging those deep core muscles. So we're toning your abs at the same time. If you're following me on the right and training with a little bit of a higher impact or higher intensity, then make sure you're pumping through those arms. Get the knees nice and high. Doing well. So again, just keep thinking of all the benefits from this workout. Exercise is one of the best ways to look after your skin, your hair, your bones, your health, absolutely everything. And of course, the more you do it, the more energy you have, then the easier it is to maintain this as part of a lifestyle. Okay, so let's just keep that going. All right, so we've got our next move coming up, and this one we are going to be doing. We're going to be coming down onto the floor, so take your time to come into position. I want you just to lie on one side, you extend one leg up, that hand's in front for balance, and now we're just going to draw that knee down towards the ground and then you push back up. So we're doing 20 of these. You just extend, draw the knee down to the ground and back. And again here, this exercise suits every fitness level, hence why we've just got the one, and push that leg back. Draw it in. So this one here is very much more toning because it's what I call isolated. We're just working really one area. We're working through the bottom and the thigh on here. Bring that back, push it back. And always just imagine you're pushing something back. So kind of add a little bit more resistance. That's good. So you just bring that down, squeeze back, bring it down and squeeze back. All right, let's now turn over. So we're going to work the opposite side. So let's just come round. Just take your time to come into position. That bottom leg can be slightly bent on there, and now bring that knee down to the ground. So you bring it down, then you push back up. We're just doing 20. Bring that down and back. And always, whenever we're doing exercise, again, I always say it, but still keep those tummy muscles pulled in because it just means it's really supporting your midsection. So even though we're not really engaging the abdominals here, we can still work them by keeping the belly button tight to the spine, and it just means we're supporting the upper body, and it's just good for stability. Okay, we've got last few. All right, so the next exercise, we're going to stay on the ground. As you can see, we're doing abdominals here. You've got 2 variations. We are going to do one that is harder where we're taking both the arms and the legs. You're going to do 10 on one leg for me, then 10 on the other. If you want to make it a little bit easier, have the leg bent and also just have the arms bent to the side of the head. So again, work to your intensity. I want you to feel this working through the front of those abdominal muscles. Also, always make sure you breathe out as you come up in on your return. So once you've done your 10, change to the opposite leg. So pull that tummy button down tight as you lift that leg up. You always breathe out as you come up in on the return. Okay, so we are nearly finished on these ones, and then we've got the last move, which we are going to finish off with doing a toning one, but this is a really more kind of HIIT one. We are going to go for squats. Okay, so you've got a choice here. You either follow me on the left, stay low, do 20 pulsing squats, or if you want more of a challenge, go for doing these 20 jump squats. Jump nice and high, land low. You will feel this working through those thighs, getting that heart rate up, and we're nearly done. Okay, amazing. That is your Love HIIT workout done. What is important, just march on the spot now. Just make sure you grab some water. Now, if you want to, you can repeat that a second time, but it's a pretty challenging workout, so you might find once has been enough, it's been the right intensity for you. If not, go for it a second time. And remember, it's really important once you have finished, do some cool down stretches. If you've got any questions, let me know in the comments box below. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel.